Entertainment World Soldier here, and I am back to talk about Wandavision episodes 1 and 2 and my thoughts on these two episodes. And my thoughts are, I'm kind of not sure the purpose of this show. These two episodes, listen, I know what they're going for. They're going for 50s, 60s, sitcom stuff. Yeah, I've seen the trailer, I know what the basics are of this show, but for me, I don't think the people who are writing this understand that your audience is comic book people and normal people. And that's those people, when they watch a show like this, they're expecting a certain, you know, action, comedy, they're expecting a lot more than what we got. Now, are these episodes shit? No. They're actually okay. Episode 2 is definitely better than episode 1, but not by much. And I don't know, for me, yeah, the acting is great. Listen, they're keeping it to this 50s acting. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the whole, you know, black and white stuff. I thought it was fun. Just for me, these episodes just lacked. There was just nothing really there. There's nothing really exciting to see. It's literally, I am just watching a sitcom, and it's kind of boring. I mean, yes, you get these little nuggets of obviously telling us this is not all it seems. They're obviously Wanda and Vision are stuck in a, I don't know, parallel universe, or they're stuck in Vision's Infinity Stone or something. But for me, the problem with this show is it's just not exciting, and it is too sitcom. And I think your audience is not going to be compelled to watch something like this if there's just nothing really there. And I think, it needed a little bit more excitement. It needed a little bit. It just needs a little bit more of something. I'm just not sure what right now. I'm not saying you should just put like a fucking end the world scenario in every episode. No, I'm not saying that, but it could do it like, yes, these are the first two episodes, and they're obviously not going to blow you away, but they needed to have something to keep you, watching, and just having these little bits of like proving that this is not what it seems. I don't think it's enough to keep most people watching. But yeah, I enjoyed the second episode a lot because of Vision, and he went through this crazy little storyline, and the actor who was playing him, like, he went full on drunk English bloke, and that was pretty hilarious, and I actually enjoyed that. Wanda, the actress who plays her, fucking hot as fuck. I mean, Jesus, that is. Oh my god, when you see the magician outfit she's wearing, you're like, I'll keep watching. But yeah, other than all that, the show just needs a lot more action to me. It just needs to be a lot more like the Marvel movies. Excitement, comedy, all that stuff. Yeah, there was comedy, but again, the big problem with this show is the sitcom aspect of it, and keeping it to that format. And I'm not sure if that's going to keep going on into the episodes. I mean, they could stop it. It could get serious in the upcoming episodes. I know that, but the problem is we're not there yet, and these two episodes, they were just too boring for me. But let's get into the massive spoilers now. So if you don't want, me to ruin the episodes for you, leave now. So the episode starts off, 50s sitcom stuff, Vision, carrying Wanda to the threshold. They had a little joke where Vision goes through the door and Wanda's stuck on the outside, and that was pretty funny. Then you had the whole Wandavision logo come up, and that was pretty fun. And it turns out these two are now, they are new to the area. They've just bought this house, and what else was there? And they're pretty much they're fixing the house, and they're learning their surroundings because they are new to the house. Um, but in the underlying thing is you don't see them have wedding rings because they keep saying they're married, but you don't see wedding rings, and they're not really sure about themselves, and I'm not really sure what's happening as well. Are they new to the area? Are they new to... Anyway, that's just me. Anyway, so Wanda is kind of finds this heart on the calendar they have, and both of them are not sure on what it means. They try to ask each other, but they're not too sure what's happening. So Wanda asks her friend about it, and her friend tells her it must be your anniversary. Then we go to Division, who's left for work, and in this scene was pretty weird as well, because he asks his job, or he asks his friend from work, like, what do they do? And the guy says, not sure what they do. So we are starting to see little bits of like, yeah, this is pretty much, something's weird here, because how can you work for a job or a company and not know what they do? So we're starting to get the little nuggets of proof that, yeah, this is obviously something weird's going on here. Vision then bumps into his boss, who tells him that he can't wait to come over tonight, and Vision pretty much realizes the heart was about his boss coming over because his name's Hart or something, and that's what was to remind them, well, to remind Vision to get ready for his boss to come over, because apparently if your boss is upset with you and doesn't have a good time, he's going to fire your ass. So Vision tries to sort that out with Wanda, but Wanda is under the illusion that it is their anniversary, and well, when her friend starts asking her questions about her marriage, she can't really answer a lot of things, and you're starting to see more and more of this with Vision and Wanda, is they don't know about their past, they don't know about them when they were married, they don't have wedding rings, so you're starting to see there's questions mounting up about them both. So Vision gets home with his boss. It turns out his wife, well, as she thought it was their anniversary, she got dressed up for it, and she thought Vision was his boss. There was this little comedic scene, which is very sitcomish, where she covers Vision's boss's eyes and mistakes him for Vision. I don't know how that can happen, but there you go. Again, it was just kind of... Again, the first episode is kind of boring for me. It was just not really enjoyable to watch. It was just like, I'm watching a sitcom here. I could watch something more exciting. But anyway, so when Vision sees Wanda in a dress, because, this is the 50s, wearing apparently a revealing dress like that is kind of frowned upon. Us now, it's like, what the hell is your problem, dude? You see women wear a lot more revealing these days in public. So that sounds old, man, doesn't it? Shit. Anyway, so Wanda pulls Vision into the kitchen. She asks him, what is your boss doing here? He tells her that the heart on the calendar was to remind him his boss was coming over for a dinner, and Wanda tells him, I thought it was our anniversary, and well, they pretty much, from there they're pretty much like, okay, now we got to sort out the boss. So Wanda realizes they don't have any food for a dinner, so she calls her friend round, and then we get this whole comedic skit with her friend bringing around food, and she's going on and on and on, and you got Vision in the sitting room with his boss trying to sing and stuff. I don't know. Wanda's then using her powers to, cook a dinner up. She does this funny thing with a chicken. She ends up turning it back to a egg form. This episode was just so... It was kind of... it's really boring, but anyway. So Wanda gets food together anyway. She's cooked them a breakfast for dinner. The boss kind of thinks that's weird, but he goes with it anyway. And when we start, when they start asking questions about the marriage again, Wanda and Vision can't really answer it because they're not sure. They don't know anything about their marriage. It does seem weird. And then we have this scene with Vision's boss choking, and Wanda and Vision look at each other like they're not sure what's going on, and you start to see they start to peel away the sitcom part of the show, and you start to see that something's weird is happening here, because the wife who's seen her husband choke is not really bothered. She doesn't seem to be concerned at all. She doesn't say, "Help, my husband." It's a very weird scene. So obviously, I don't know. I think these two are either in on it or something. What's going on with Wanda and Vision being stuck in this weird place? But it takes a few minutes for Wanda to tell Vision to save his boss. So he goes over, pulls out what's stuck in his throat, and then his boss manages to wake up. Well, stops coughing and choking, and thanks Vision for saving his life. And then he says to Vision, "You're getting a promotion for saving my life," basically. And then when the boss leaves, Wanda and Vision start talking to each other. It's like, why don't we remember our marriage? Why don't we have an anniversary date? And they decide to make that day their anniversary from now on, and Wanda magics them up to rings to wear. And that's the end of episode 1. And that's the problem with that episode is there was just nothing exciting there. It was just literally watching I was just literally watching a sitcom, and it was pretty boring, and it wasn't exciting. So again, this show needs to pick up the pace, and you need to get a lot more exciting Wandavision. Anyway, on to episode 2. So episode 2 starts off with Wanda and Vision being in a bedroom together in separate beds, even though they're married, but that must be a 50s thing. They start hearing noises, again, very sitcom-y, and, making jokes and stuff. Turns out it's a tree making all that noise, and there you go. The next scene after you get the music and the Wandavision sign come up, because it goes really sitcom-y at this point. Turns out in this episode it's all about a competition to save the children. That gets mentioned multiple times. Save the children. And Wanda and Vision are going to be a magical act together, and they make a joke about, listen, we can't be magicians in this. We have to be real magicians and make sure it's all fake. So that was pretty funny. At this same time, Wanda sees an object in the bushes that is a helicopter that's red. It's not black and white, and she seems to think this is weird. So we're starting to see more clues that this world is not what it seems. And for me, it just seems a bit confusing that if this world is controlled by somebody, why would you base it on a sitcom, and why in black and white? It just seemed a bit weird. If that's what you're doing, okay. So Wanda meets up with a friend who takes her to this meeting with the women of the area who are setting up the Save the Children charity event. The head of this organisation is apparently a real bitch, and when Wanda's there, she makes these mistakes. She starts clapping and laughing at wrong times, which annoys the woman in charge. And at the same time, Vision goes to meet up with these what the hell are they called again? With the neighborhood watch, and he gets really like really militarized at saying, have you got patrols? Do you talk to the police? Do we have a local representative to talk to? He's like, but it turns out this group of guys is like, we just come here to have pretty much talk crap, and we're not really a neighborhood watch. We're literally just here to get away from the wives. So like 50s thing, their wives have their thing, the men have their thing, all that shit. And at this time, Vision tells these guys he doesn't eat, but that's weird, so he just says it's in between meals. Listen, I know I'm trying to make this more exciting than it is, but there's nothing really exciting here. There really isn't, and again, I'm doing my best. I could have done with a little bit more excitement. Anyway, after he made that joke about not eating, somebody offers him a bit of gum. Unfortunately, when he's chewing on it, somebody pats him on the back and he ends up swallowing it, and it gets stuck in his gears, because apparently he has gears now. And when Wanda is at the event, she's waiting for Vision to turn up. She's freaking out that he's going to be late. When he does arrive, he is pissed. I mean, drunk as... I don't understand. Yes, this bit is funny, but why is he drunk? I don't understand why he's drunk. Just because you have gum in your gears, I don't know how that connects to being drunk. I don't get it. But it was a funny scene to have Vision having a really English accent. I found it very hilarious being English myself. And, I just it was pretty funny though, how English he was in that one scene. And it really tells you how fucking much of an alcoholic people this country is sometimes, when you sound more English when you're drunk. But anyway, Vision starts to do all these magical things that Wanda has to kind of fix, because again, they've got to pretend to be normal people, when if it turns out Vision can fly, it's not going to help. I mean, keep their cover as a secret magicians. Which I kind of found funny. Again, this whole act was pretty funny. I enjoyed Vision. I enjoyed Wanda covering him. It was pretty funny. After they get through all this, Vision and Wanda try to pretty much leg it because they think they've broken their cover or something. But it turns out everybody believed them and they won the competition or something. I don't know. When they get back to the house, they start to talk to each other, but then turns out Wanda is now pregnant all of a sudden, because again, sitcom. But at the same time, Wanda and Vision go outside and they see this. Oh, I missed something. Earlier on, Wanda was with the head woman of this organization, and they start hearing something coming out of the radio. This guy asking Wanda, who is taking you, where are you? And you start to see that happening more and more now. So I'm hoping this means we're going to start seeing Wanda start to realise that she is in some sort of prison universe or something. So we'll start finding out what's happening. Anyway, what the scene I was going to was, they see this guy coming out of the manhole cover, and it's a guy in a bee uniform or something, a bee gardener guy outfit, those things, the beekeeper suit. And when Wanda's there playing, thinks about to try and go up to the guy, that everything just rewinds, and Wanda and Vision seem to forget about the beekeeper guy. And then the episode ends with everything going to colour, and it's pretty much them going into the 60s now, I think. And that's the end of episode 2. We also see a scene with the TV saying Wandavision, and then a person turns it off with a controller. And that's the end of episode 2. I was kind of bored with these episodes. I don't know. I need WandaVision to get more exciting because it was a chore to get through. There were good scenes, especially the magical axe scene. That was very good. But other than that, the rest of this, it just needs a lot more action, or it needs a lot more excitement for me. But yeah, that's all I can say right now. And that's the end of my review. If you like this review, give it a like. If you dislike this review, give it a dislike. And if you like my content, please think about subscribing. Hail the Phantom Menace, long live CG, and fuck the SJWs. Bye.